Ooh,
Whoa.
welcome to the 0% podcast. I want to suck your cock. I
Welcome.
am Count Ethan Yulakala, and
You
I am
sound more
from
like an Indian.
Transylvania, and I am here to have a special Halloween episode of the 0% podcast kebab, my friend.
You sound like you belong in a fucking 7-Eleven. You don't sound like a fucking vampire.
Well, that's how
Because
I
that is where
refer
they
to them.
belong. 7-Eleven.
Well, you can say that 7-Eleven workers suck the soul out of our society.
Yes, they do. By
Um,
fucking speaking weird.
Today we have a very spooky episode, as you can tell by our very,
Very
terrifying,
Very spooky.
very terrifying intro music. It's so spooky today.
It's
Well,
made
so
specifically for us by OBG Music.
LPG
And
music.
I've listened to it once, like 2 weeks ago, so I don't even really remember how it goes, other than he says Happy Halloween, and it's spooky.
But we're on YouTube, we're on Spotify, we're on everything. We have a Discord server.
Join the Discord.
Check it out in the link. All the links in the description, everything
Yep.
you need. So, yeah, I mean, how are you feeling, Jake? You feeling all the spooky vibes right now? We're in late October now. It's spooky season. You feeling the spooks? The spooks
Yeah,
in your neighborhood, walking around in your neighborhood?
I see them all over the place. They never fucking leave me alone. It's like they're all watching me all the time.
They're always like stealing stuff.
Yep. So, yeah, I guess today was kind of a spooky. Not it's Halloween-ish shit. Yeah, I've had Halloween shit going on today. I fucking bought a costume. We're gonna have a fucking party at
What
my place.
costume?
It's a Viking.
Oh, yeah, 'cause your
And
girlfriend wanted you to become a sex Viking, and you're gonna wear it while you fuck.
and I'm gonna hold the hammer while I fuck. Yeah, but I
and drink while you fuck. Just drink a big
fucking
thing of beer out of like a pitcher.
I had to go to Walmart today to get a some like travel stuff because I'm flying to Indiana for Tyler's party. So I bought some like travel like shampoo and like toothpaste and shit. And I was really hungover this morning, so I was like, let's stop and get some coffee. And I was like, fucking late October, I got pumpkin spice coffee. That's as Halloweeny I've gotten so far. That's as spooky October vibes I've gotten so far.
Wow. So you've turned into a white girl, basic bitch, and that means that you're in the Halloween spirits.
Ordered pumpkin spice coffee. That makes me a white girl.
I've murdered 10 people and I will kill again. That's how I get in touch with Halloween time.
Okay.
So unlike you, I'm a real October fan, you know?
Yeah,
my birthday's in October.
I like Oktoberfest.
I don't care about that.
It's just drink a lot of beer.
Okay, well,
it's okay to beer fest.
Oh, okay. There's St. Patrick's Day for that, bruh.
Well, yeah, but like St. Patrick's Day is one day. This is all of October.
So all of October, it's like promoting get fucked up every day?
Yeah. Drink a lot of beer, wear lederhosen, and yodel in the Swiss mountains.
Well, that's basically what you do anyways all year round, so...
That's what I do, but not you.
I don't need to wear a leotard and
you need to
go
go
on top of a mountain and be like, yodel.
Why not? Why don't you feel primal urge in your body to do that? What's wrong with you?
I feel primal urge to like hunt down demons in my house and ward off the spirits and go to a gravesite and see spooky skeletons dancing around at 3 a.m.
Well, I mean, okay, considering it is October, spooky time. I have been like hearing a couple weird noises in my house, but we can fucking
very
get
nice.
into that later, I guess.
Very nice. Now you'll become a fucking believer.
Sure.
In the afterworld.
Absolutely.
You'll believe in all the things you've denied in your life.
On the fucking, I went to Walmart this morning. I told you that. My weekly hate came from that trip because there was this one mother. This is the most petty weekly hate.
Okay.
There was this fucking motherfucker. Me and my girl were walking in fucking Walmart, and she like pointed out some like cat house, like dog house for cats that goes in your house. She's like, look at that. And I didn't see it. And I was like, what? And she's like, yeah, it's right there. And I just didn't see it. But I couldn't stop walking because there was a dude right fucking behind us, literally like about to hit our fucking ankles with his cart. Like he was like fucking tailgating us. And I'm like, what the fuck is this dude? So I take up like I'm taking up like half of the aisle and she's taking up like half of the aisle and I just stay there because I'm like, this dude's a fucking piece of shit and I'm gonna walk my fucking slow happy ass to wherever I'm going and he's gonna have to fucking deal with it because he's such a fucking like what why why would you just fucking like walk right fucking behind someone? Like why don't you just go
Oh, well.
around? And so she like turns and actually looks at him and like gives him a glance and I just fucking keep walking my fucking happy ass like slow as fuck like and this dude just pissed us off so so bad because he was literally just like right there like about to fucking like hit our ankles. So like dude, if that dude hit my ankles, I've been like, excuse you, like bro, back the fuck off. Like what the fuck?
I wanted to smell you.
I was stinky, dude. I hadn't showered yet. Why would you want to smell me when
I
I'm
thought you
stinky?
would have had like pumpkin spice shampoo or some shit.
I don't have pumpkin spice shampoo. I only have that on Halloween day.
Your girlfriend is a white girl, so everything in your house should be pumpkin spice something, like pumpkin spice coffee,
It's
pumpkin spice eggs and pancakes and bacon, pumpkin spice milk, pumpkin spice beer. Everything's
you
pumpkin
didn't
spice.
notice when you came over last night that my entire apartment was orange?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
So
it is exactly what you're describing and you just forgot or something.
then he probably loved the scent.
Well, he fucking should have admired that I could smell her right now. Like she's in the other side of the fucking apartment and I can smell her. You don't have to be that fucking close.
Well, no, I don't agree to that.
Well, the smells ain't
Typically,
free, bud.
typically when I'm in public, and I see a woman, I'm like right behind her, and I'm like, and like they give me really strange looks, but you know, sometimes you just can't help it.
They don't ever say anything to you. They just look at you strange.
I've gotten like pepper sprayed a few times,
Oh, okay.
but no.
I hear that's actually pretty dope. Like it gets you high, like really high.
Um,
You
yeah, I
ever
mean,
get
I
like
guess
super high off of that and like
I wouldn't say high. I mean, the pain gives you a little bit of a high, like not being able to fucking breathe.
or see or have any sort of consciousness or sense of like anything around you?
Yeah, it's kind of like being high.
Yeah. How do you like get that out? Like do you use like Dawn dish soap?
You like open your washing machine and just
Yeah.
put your head in it and
Okay.
fixes it right up.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Only someone who's been pepper sprayed as many times as you would know that life hack.
Yeah, it's really good. It washes
Yeah.
away all your sins.
Sounds pretty good.
So your weekly aid is people who smell me. People who get too close and smell me.
That dude
That
got
is pretty
way
retarded
too
though.
close. By the way, speaking of fucking spooky shit, I'm in the closet right now. That's where I record. My girlfriend is she owns a sweater that is covered in Shrek faces.
In the
And
world.
literally right over my shoulder, because there's a mirror in here. Right over my shoulder, there is just Shrek like peeking through two different articles of clothing, just staring at me. And
It's a
it spooked me a
sign.
couple times already.
Good.
He's just staring at me. It's
I
fucking
need
Shrek,
you to
dude.
get haunted. Feel that.
I will not get haunted. Not by, especially not by you.
It will happen someday. Yes, 100%.
Okay, whatever
When I
you say.
die, not moving on. I mean that reminds me of like what I kind of hate about going out into the world, into the public, and buying things is sometimes people don't have like some people just have no idea of how to like move around.
Dude, yeah, and
Like
they just like stand in the middle of I
some
know.
some
People just
people
like
like there's also like a lot of times when you're at a grocery store, there's sometimes people that like will be walking fast as fuck and like when they're turning a corner, like when I'm about like
dude, they
when you're
don't yeah,
going
they
to an
don't fucking
aisle,
look.
some
Oh
people
my
like they'll just
god.
go straight out and it's like, bro, you know people walk here, right? Like I
Man,
have
like you
to
almost fucking hit me.
typically when I'm out in public sometimes I'll have to watch what other people are doing so that they don't bump into me.
Yeah. It
It's
happens. It's all the
really
fucking
stupid.
time. Literally, that shit pisses me off. It's like, I wonder how you drive. Like, how did you get here? How the fuck did you get here?
We ran over like 10 kids on the way here.
Yeah. Uh,
So, I don't know. I fucking hate that shit. Hate little kids. Get the fuck out the way.
hate little kids, hate adults, hate slow people, hate way too fast people.
I don't like it when like a little kid waves at me and says hi, and I have to awkwardly say hi back to this
Yeah.
child.
Like, why do they just, these little kids,
I
hi?
never I
Oh,
never did that to a
hi.
stranger.
Yeah.
It's like so uncomfortable. Like, hello. And then the parents look at you and they're like, why are you speaking to my child? Why are you
Yeah.
talking to my child?
Pull out a gun.
Yeah.
I have done it a few times where like clearly the parent isn't paying attention, where like a kid will like wave at me or something, look at me and smile, and I'll just make like a really like weird face.
Bruh. You like pull your eyes back and to make yourself nosebleed.
No,
Tell
I
the
do
story
the
about what you did to
no.
traumatize the child.
The
And when
what
you were
I
also a
normally
child.
do is I put like my hands over my face, like that mask, like with your hands and your fingers around your eyes. I do that
Oh.
a lot. But yeah, one time I could tell my nose was about to bleed because I got nosebleeds a lot, and there was this kid that sat behind me in class that was very religious. And so I got like nosebleeds all the time. I think my doctor said it was because like my nose was dry or something. Like there was something going on in there, just caused it to bleed. Like maybe like once a month it would start bleeding. So yeah, I had a period. And
Nose
then
period.
yeah, one day in class I'm just sitting there and this kid behind me, I don't even know why. Like he was kind of annoying, but like he was also just a normal kid. And I literally like could feel my nose like it was about to bleed, and I turned around and looked this kid in the eyes, and I fucking like tried my best to like roll my eyes back and said, "Hail Satan." Just like that as my nose started to bleed. And this kid just screamed and he got up and ran out the fucking door. And I turned around like with my hand like
Oh my
on my
god.
nose, like looked around like very shocked, like with my hand on my nose and blood. And I was like, I asked him if he had a tissue. Excuse me, my nose is bleeding. Like, what? Maybe he's afraid of blood. Like,
Oh my god. Dude thought he was in a horror movie, bruh.
yeah, dude.
Dude thought he was literally seeing the devil.
Yeah, he stopped sitting in that seat and then like a week later got moved to a different class. Like that kid
Jesus.
was not,
Traumatized.
yep. Oh man, that was badass. It was one of the best things I've ever done.
That's amazing. Um, I don't really know. I mean, I don't really have. I'm not as hateful this week, I don't think. But I mean, I am. Who am I kidding? I am still very hateful. But I will say one thing. I'd say I hate people who use Apple Pay. Like, you're an idiot. I genuinely don't understand who leaves their home without their card or their wallet. Like, I
Did
can't
you
imagine
fucking have
going
you done
outside of
this
your home
weekly
without your
hate
wallet.
before? I know you've
Mm.
told me about this like a few times. I don't know if you
No,
did a
I don't think
weekly
so on the
hate about
show.
it.
I don't know. I'm not sure. But yeah. Like no, maybe I did talk about this.
Go, just do it again. Who cares?
But yeah, have you ever left your home in an attempt to buy something but didn't have your wallet on you? It doesn't make sense. And
No.
then you just expect everywhere you go to have Apple Pay.
No, if I
Like,
ever left my house to like buy something and I for some reason forgot my wallet, I would just go, fuck, I don't have my wallet and go home. Like I'd leave. Like
it, they just expect everywhere they go to have this like newer sort of transaction system, and you say, "No, we don't have Apple Pay, retard." They're like, "Oh, I can't buy anything now." It's like
yeah. Like
stupid. What's
what,
wrong
you
with
don't want
you?
my money? You don't want my money or something? Like I just work here. Fuck
Don't you
off.
guys have phones?
Don't you guys have phones?
It That's really stupid. Um, I mean, that's all I really had this week. I'm not as hateful this week for once in my life.
That's
I think it's
very odd because
for
you're like
me,
the most hateful
Halloween.
motherfucker I know.
Halloween's a jolly time. Like that's my Christmas. It's jolly time. Feel better. Feel happy. Other than that, I will say that I don't hate it, but it's just something to mention. Went to the restroom, and I went to go to the stall to go take a shit, and the stall door is wide open, so it's open. You would think no one's in there. I walk into the stall and I see a man taking a shit. He's like, "Hey, someone's in here, someone's in here, brother." He's just taking a shit. This
Just
guy
with
was
the
taking a
door
shit
open?
with the stall door open, taking a fat dump.
What the fuck? Why?
And I like stumbled upon him. I was like, "What the fuck?" He was like, "Someone's in here, man." It's like, and the stall door works. It locks. He just had it open.
Is it like his fetish? Like people
I
walking
don't
in on him
know.
taking a shit?
You just go out in public and just take a shit with the door open, I guess. I don't know
Yeah.
what that guy was doing, but
You should have
I
stood
don't
in the
necessarily
doorway and
hate
pulled
it.
your cock out and told him to
I
suck it.
um
Probably would have.
well, I'm not a yeah, maybe he would have. I don't know.
Did you see his dick?
If I looked hard enough, probably, yeah.
Damn.
But I didn't just stand there and stare at him. So I was like,
You
"Oh,
should have.
you're
You should have
shitting."
been like. You should have literally just. Oh, I saw your dick.
It was tall. It was small. It was a
Oh
small dick.
man, you've got the penis of a man that's shitting. It looks the worst it possibly could.
I think that's probably part of my weekly love this week. We're probably gonna start doing a segment called the Weekly Love, and I think that's part of it for me because I don't think I hated that. I think it's quite fascinating to see a grown man, taking his shit with the door open in public, so where there's children. So it was amazing. It was nice to
I
see.
actually uh, have something that I absolutely fucking hate. Like this is something that I I have internalized like how much I fucking hate it, and that is football.
Good.
Football.
You played football.
Yeah, I did play football, but that's different than fucking man children that get obsessed with watching every team in the NFL. Like, why? Like, it makes no
Yeah.
sense to me, dude. Like, yeah, you could go play, and then while I was playing football and stuff, I grew up watching football and liking football. While I was playing, yeah, I'd watch some football, but like now, I'm over it. Like, I haven't played football in over 10 fucking years. Um, and literally, like now on the weekend, if I want to go grocery shopping, there's like the store is filled to the fucking brim with people all day. It's the worst. Like they're just so obsessed with it, dude. My boss pisses me off because he makes fucking football references all the time. You know, the one that I fucking hate but also love, apparently. That dude, that
Touchdown.
motherfucker, literally, I think in that episode, the big boss that this dude always just talks about and can't speak for himself. I called that guy Ricky. So my fucking boss will be like, "Yeah, man, Ricky's the coach. I'm the quarterback. He gives me the ball and tells me to throw it." And I'm like, "Shut the fuck up!" Like at fucking meetings. Like,
Bruh.
shut the fuck up, dude. I'm like, have you ever thought about like maybe not everyone in the world is obsessed with football? Fuck off. It's so
Uh,
fucking annoying.
I really hate, especially when I was a kid, it doesn't happen as much anymore. But if you talk to like an adult or any other just like the most generic kid imaginable or anything like that, like imagine the most generic person ever. And they always say, so like you watched the game last night? Or like, who's your
Yeah.
favorite team? Or like some shit like that, like who's your favorite team? And I would say, uh I don't give a fuck. I don't
Yeah.
give a fuck. Like, I'm not obsessed with people playing sports.
I think
Like,
the Cowboys and the Eagles are playing pretty soon, or like they did today or something like that. I don't know. But there was a little kid that was like super excited for this fucking game, like the Cowboys and Eagles game. And he ran up to me, he was like, "Who do you think is gonna win?" And I was like, I don't care.
so fucking stupid. It's
Oh
kind of
man.
absurd how much into it they are. Like, it's really kind of strange in a way. Um, like, I especially coaches when you're like a younger kid. But like anyone older, they think you're like a freak or something if you don't like sports.
Yeah.
If you're a guy, this is like specifically a guy problem. If you grow up not liking sports or not being interested in sports, they think you're fucking weird. They think something's wrong with you. Like, how can you not like basketball? Like,
Dude.
I don't give a
I,
fuck about basketball.
so I like grew up listening to like classic like dad rock, and my architecture teacher. I did 3 years of advanced like college level architecture because I wanted to go be an architect, and then I decided I didn't like it anymore. I did that in high school, and my architecture teacher, I think first day of school I wore an AC/DC shirt, and
Wow.
he was like, so do you actually listen to the band? Or you just wear the shirt? And I was like, I listen to them. Like, what? Like,
That is
okay,
not an absurd question to ask.
I know, but like, it still bothered me. I was like, why do you care? Like,
I
what
thought
shirt I'm
Nirvana was a
wearing?
brand. I thought Nirvana was a
Yeah,
t-shirt
yeah.
brand.
It's my favorite brand. And then that same coach, he was a swim coach, um, architecture teacher and swim coach, asked me if I ever thought about joining the swim team. And I was like, no. And he was like, you just got like a swimmer's bod. You've got a nice swimmer's
You
bod.
got a nice,
like,
sexy teenage bod.
like, I'm gonna put my jacket on now. Like, stop looking at me, fucking weirdo.
Jesus.
Oh man, that dude was talking to me about how, and then we had a fucking principal that was like, "Hey man, you work out?" uh, no, and he's like, "Oh man, like if
That's the
I had a
gun
body
show.
like yours, I'd work out. I would look great. Like you look good. Fuck off. Like
What the
leave me the
hell?
fuck alone." You remember our principal, the one that fucked a
Yeah.
kid?
I don't know. I don't know what the
Well,
fuck you're
I heard that he fucked a
referring
kid.
to.
I swear to God that you told me that he fucked a kid, and it was funny because the last name was
No, there's no way.
he fucked a student.
No, I mean there was a teacher who did. The teacher did. It
Oh, I
wasn't
remember the teacher.
it wasn't the principal. I mean it could have been, but he's not a very attractive man. How is he gonna fuck a child?
Grades.
Grades?
Grades.
I don't think I don't know. No, I don't think so.
I have no idea where I'm going to cut this back in. So sorry if it was a jarring cut. I don't.
There's a man, there's our principal, and he had a very comical last name, but Jake is like, no, don't DDoS us. So I can't tell you his amazing name. Apparently, Jake thinks he fucked a child. I don't think so.
I heard that he fucked a kid.
We did have a teacher who did that, and I don't even know, like, if anything happened to him, because like he fucked like a lot of students, bro. He fucked like multiple students, and he was still working there. It was crazy.
What kind of teacher was he?
He was a very cool young teacher.
Was he the gay one?
No, he's not gay.
You remember the fucking
He was
gay
a ginger.
teacher that got bullied
What?
into quitting?
Who?
There was a gay teacher that got bullied into quitting.
I have no idea what you're
He got
referring
bullied
to.
like to hell by students and quit. He just left one day. He just
I
fucking
literally
rage
don't know what
quit.
you're referring to.
Yeah, there was a gay teacher at her school that fucking
But
quit.
there was this guy who's like the cool young teacher. Like, my class is a chill place. And he like fucked multiple girls. Like, it was consensual. Like, they wanted this man.
Damn.
They wanted this man. And so I think probably like at least three. At least three. And I don't think anything happened to him. Actually, no, he did get fired after a while. That was probably like three to five girls he was with before that even happened.
Damn.
It's crazy.
But he was like some hot young teacher.
Really wasn't hot either. He was just kind of cool. I guess maybe it's his confidence, I guess. I don't know. He was like, if I was going to rate him, it would be like an 8.
So I don't know who you're referring to.
Solid 8 out of 10. He looked like he was in his 30s. I mean, he had a wife. He had a wife and he had a child. Or no, he didn't have a child. I think he did have a child.
His wife probably fucked the kids too.
No, I doubt that. But one time I was in that dude's class and then I made a joke. I've made a joke about like, I don't even know what it was. It was like edgy 15-year-old humor. I made some kind of joke about being like, because I had my backpack on my stomach and I was like, I'm pregnant. I've been pregnant for like a year and a half. Been pregnant for like 15 months and the baby still hasn't come out. And then he's like, I need to talk to you for a second. He sat me down. He said, my wife. My child died in my wife's stomach. That's not funny. And I was like, oh, okay.
Well, it was funny until you made it sad.
Yeah, it was funny. Just don't get offended by everything. How would I know that? It is funny. Child death is funny.
Yeah, there was a teacher that fucking hated me because he was a like a history teacher or like economy teacher or something. He did AP history and like economics, and he had an equal sign tattooed on his arm. And I would always say that he
Oh
was a
yeah.
communist.
That guy was
Like, bro, you
fucking
taught
gay.
me what a
Now
fucking
that guy was gay.
yeah, bro, you taught me what a fucking communist was.
That guy literally looked like a fat Dane Cook.
Yep,
He literally was a fat Dane Cook.
that was
Which, for
fucking
you old heads out there, used to be a famous guy, but now no one fucking heard of him anymore. He
yeah.
disappeared into the void because he actually was really never that funny. So, um, I guess I don't even know where. I guess I mean because it's in the spirit. It's in the spooky time. So I guess I'll ask. I mean, I would ask what your favorite horror movies are, but you don't fucking watch anything,
No,
bruh.
I have favorite horror movies now. I've watched quite a few this year. My favorite, oh, well, by far, I like Jason. He's my favorite, but I like a slasher
Only
movie. I
because you've
guess it's a
seen.
horror movie.
Only because
Um,
you've seen like shitty, funny Friday 13th movies to laugh at because they're bad.
no, I would say probably so far, my favorite like suspense thriller horror movie is probably Split. Like that was really good. It
This
just had
dude
a
just
shitty
said
ending.
Jason is his favorite.
Jason's my favorite like slasher guy. Um,
Well, fuck you. Michael's better than Jason.
well, I like Jason.
I
I've
like
seen the first
Jason.
three. I've seen the first three Michael Myers or Halloween movies, and I've seen. I think we almost watched five last night of Friday the 13th. I've watched the first four Friday the 13th movies.
Um, no, you
Yeah, I
haven't.
have. Yes,
You
I
saw
have.
three, four. You saw
You're
three and
talking. You're
four.
thinking of movies that I watched with you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I like
I've seen
Jason.
them.
The people who like Jason are the most generic. Like the people who like Friday 13th and Jason Voorhees, those are the type of people who ask you, who do you think's gonna win? Those are the type of people who are like, I love sports because
What do you?
sports are for men and
What are they
men
like?
are
Fake
cool.
horror movie fans?
No, it's just the most generic one.
Okay. I don't.
Like it's
I
just
don't
the most
care.
generic one
I think
possible.
that Jason's cool. He's like, I have a machete and I hate teenagers because they were fucking while I
Well,
drowned, and
Michael Myers
now I'm
has
gonna kill them.
nuance. Michael Myers you have to think about with your brain.
Okay.
And Freddy Krueger's like, he's funny. And Ghostface, he's wacky, but he's serious. It's like, who could it be? But Jason's just like a retard with a machete. So,
Oh, I did watch. Yeah, I watched the first Scream movie. That one was pretty good.
yeah, Scream's good.
Yeah, it was the guy who played Shaggy was in it in the live
Yeah,
action movies. Yeah, that was like really fucking wacky to me that he was in it.
literally for Jake, you have to show him like the most top tier fucking horror movies ever. Otherwise, he doesn't like it.
I liked Hell House a lot. But
That
Hell
movie
House was
was
really
okay.
good.
It was not as good as you said it was. I mean, it was okay.
I thought, typically when I watch horror movies, I'm like, well, that was a fucking waste of time, and that wasn't a waste of time. So that means good horror movie.
It was a little. I mean, the intrigue went away more as the movie went on. The beginning was solid, but like as the movie progressed, there was
I don't know, like
less
movie
mysterious.
magic shit like takes me out of it in a lot of ways. Where like, okay, so those old horror movies, like someone gets their arm cut off and you can clearly see that it's just like a fake like limb that yeah, like that's fine. But there's shit that takes me out of horror movies when it's like this is clearly a movie. Um like in Hell House, there was the scene with the mannequin that was moving around. And you could tell that that was just a dude in a costume, and he's like, "No, it's a mannequin." Like you could see his neck, like his white skin on his neck under the mask. And I'm like, that just took like, okay, they know it's a mannequin, but I know that's a dude and it's a movie. And then the same happened with like Insidious. Like they were just like people were just flying around the house, and I'm like, bruh, like
They weren't Insidious wasn't that like crazy at the like that no one flew around to like the very end of the movie.
yeah, it was just like movie magic stuff that was just like, okay, this is movie.
I this is why Jake is insufferable, bro. You can't just watch a horror movie. I can't watch a horror movie that has effects in it. I can't watch a horror movie where someone gets levitated or something.
I don't care for
Or
effects like at all. Like in most movies, I think effects are
bruh.
fucking like they can be really cool, but like I don't care about them. I much prefer physical effects. I think they're way cooler.
Yeah, those effects are all physical. What are you talking about?
Well, like, yeah, people were getting fucking pulled around on a string, or like
Yeah.
their harness was like painted out. Like, so
Okay.
yeah, I
Yeah, it's
know.
physical.
Yeah, I know it was physical, but still, it was just like, this is movie. Like, I know how this was
Bruh.
made, so it is movie. So it took me out of it, made it less suspenseful.
So did you just do that with every movie you watch or just horror movies?
Most movies, a lot of movies.
That's kind of
I thought
cringe.
that the effects in Doctor Strange were pretty cool, but like they just got really boring really fast. You know, like shit like that. I don't care.
Um, I don't, I don't, I don't know what to say to that at all. Like, I
I don't
can't
know.
watch movies because
I like
there's effects.
practical effects a lot.
Go
Like
watch
they're
nonfiction.
cool.
Go watch documentaries.
Like fucking like Tarantino practical effects are fucking always dope. Like they're always cool. But
Yeah, typically they have people on strings or
yeah,
blood
so
squibs. Yeah, so that's the same thing as a fucking horror movie.
well, Insidious was lame.
No, it wasn't. It
So it was.
was interesting.
I was
It was
like,
new. It was refreshing.
okay.
It was like looking into the ghost world.
I was like, whoa, this is spooky.
And
Is he?
that dude who looked like Darth Maul, he was scary.
Yeah.
He was scary. Literally,
Uh-huh.
I still am traumatized from that movie where that one scene where he's just like on the ceiling. Like sometimes I look at the ceiling, I'm like, I hope I don't see that dude there.
Wow.
Because that's scary. That is scary imagery. If
I
you
can't
saw a shadowy figure on your ceiling like that, that's terrifying.
I can't imagine movies as real life. I can't take a movie with me
You
after
have
that. I
some
just
serious
imagine it.
problems then. You don't
Like
know how to suspend your disbelief apparently. Like, what the hell is wrong with you?
I would never lay down on my bed and look at the ceiling and be like, bro, what if there was a guy there?
I mean, if there was someone who was a demon who was trying to fuck with me, that's how they do it, you know?
Yeah, and
What if
it would be really spooky, but
what
it
if
will
I like
never
roll over
happen.
in bed? What if I roll over in bed and I see like that figure? Like, damn, that'd be fucking scary.
Yeah, it would, but like,
That's how people get scared of horror movies because they think about that. They think about what if this happened to me?
well, it
That's the
doesn't.
whole point.
I couldn't ever imagine that happening to me
Because
because
I
it's
don't think they're
way
real.
too unrealistic.
It's fucking dumb.
It's
Fucking
like,
dumb.
okay, thing happened in movie, cool movie, the end. Like,
Okay, well, what about? Okay, well, so you liked Split.
yeah,
So did that incite any fear at all? Because what if you got? I mean, somehow you're like 6'2", but what if you got fucking
no,
kidnapped by a
no.
man who's crazy? That doesn't scare
It
you?
did not scare me whatsoever. I just thought it was a cool, suspenseful
Oh,
movie.
I don't know how the fuck to scare you, bruh. I mean,
Very interesting movie.
I'd say watching the newer Halloween movies, maybe. But it's like I don't even know if you're gonna be scared of that. Like it's like you're saying, okay, I can't get scared of these demons because it's not realistic. Are you scared of like a guy who's like 6 feet tall plus and he's like fucking unkillable? Like you try to hurt him and he's still coming after you. He has a big ass knife and you could tell he's fucking trying to murder you right now in your
Yeah, fucking
house.
Michael Myers was always very like intimidating. Yes, like he was always very fucking like creepy because he's so like powerful and doesn't give a fuck and he'll just fucking kill you. So Michael Myers, yeah, like that would scare me, but I don't imagine that being a real thing. Like I can't then watch like after watching that movie, like go outside and be like, what if Michael Myers is right there? Like
How? How can you go outside at night and never be ever at all thinking about what if there's a deranged killer in this neighborhood?
I that's different because a deranged killer in real life wouldn't be a tank
I
that's
mean,
unstoppable.
obviously that's not gonna happen in real life, but like that's where the fear of Michael Myers comes from, is because it takes place in a normal, ordinary neighborhood. You never know when some fucking lunatic in a mask could come fucking try to murder you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And oftentimes, it's actually also is a cool study. So oftentimes psychopaths have a higher threshold of pain in general. So it's not really Michael Myers esque, but you know, if some like if someone like was trying to murder you, like they're a psychopathic killer, like they're a serial killer, it actually would be kind of harder to hurt them or kill them because they have a higher, like just on average, in their
Okay,
brain
so
chemistry, a higher threshold of pain.
like there was that thing that happened years ago, like 2012 or something. The guy that was on bath salts and fucking ate the guy's face.
He's a zombie.
That's
That was
creepy. Yeah,
fucking.
that's scary, especially because like there's stories of like cops going after dudes that are on fucking PCP that are literally like fucking like mutants because that shit like takes over you and makes you like you can't feel pain. Like I heard a story
Yeah,
on
that's
another
crazy.
podcast of some guy who like he was like, yeah, my uncle was a cop and he had to get a guy that was on PCP. He literally like took him and threw him down the fucking stairs and just got up like with broken ribs and shit and kept fucking going up and just beating the shit out of these cops. Like,
It's crazy.
yeah, dude's
Um,
literally breaking bones and he's just nothing's phasing him.
now
So
that the newer Halloween trilogy has ended, um, I'm not going to spoil anything for anyone who hasn't seen the newest Halloween movie. But I will say that, I mean, if you've seen the other two movies in this trilogy, you can kind of infer that Michael Myers, like the whole thing about Michael Myers is that what makes him an interesting character is that they never explain him. And you're basically kind of left wondering, is he supernatural or is he a man who just defies odds? Basically, like, is this something that could be real or is he supernatural?
is he on
And
drugs or is he Looney Tune?
well, the thing is, he's definitely not on drugs. I don't know where he would get the drugs from, but now that the series is wrapped up, without spoiling anything, I will say that this whole trilogy has kind of showed more of a realistic side. They're kind of they do show some supernatural elements, but for the most part, I would say he's realistic in a sense, like he's a normal man. I would say the reason why he's so strong is because I think this has been tossed around before. It's like a theory that Michael Myers has a one of those disorders or like body disorders where he doesn't feel pain. Basically, like he doesn't feel physical pain at
Is
all.
that a real thing? Is that
Yes,
real?
that's a real thing. It's extremely rare, but there's people out there who don't feel pain, and that's pretty much what explains Michael Myers to a T.
All right, let's
Um,
diagnose Michael Myers.
and it completely fits with that, and it's also I forgot what I was gonna fucking say. God damn it! What an African.
You said that he's like it's the most realistic ish, even though there's still supernatural elements to it. Like,
Oh yeah, no. So he doesn't feel pain, and it also explains how he could be stronger because if you're not feeling the pain on your muscles, then you could be capable of much stronger feats of strength. Like you could pick someone up like with one hand because you're not feeling the pain of like your fucking arm tearing apart at that. So I don't know. That's a realistic way of explaining Michael. It's extremely rare condition, so it's very unlikely to ever happen. But he would be if he was real, he'd be a person with that condition where he doesn't feel pain. But I
that,
don't know. I don't know
damn,
how to
that's
fucking
fucking
scare you.
crazy. I mean, no, yeah, I looked into that. Like, that shit would spook me if I knew someone that had. It's called a CIPA syndrome, cognital insensitivity to pain and androsis or whatever. A lot of these
Androgynous.
words I can't fucking spell. I can't pronounce. Um,
I need a girl
but
who's
it is a
androgynous.
very rare and extremely dangerous condition. People with CIPA cannot feel pain. Damn. It
It's
happened
crazy.
first described in 1932. So there could have been fucking dudes in 1932 just serial killing. Like, what if that's what Jack the Ripper was? You know, like, damn,
Um, well, Jack the Ripper only killed like what 4 people.
damn. But what if like Jack the Ripper killed more than 4 people and you just didn't know?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Like Jack the Ripper is like probably the closest thing to a real life like horror movie villain
I
that I can
mean, I
think of.
guess not really. He's just a dude who walked around in dark clothes at night and then stabbed people.
Didn't he wear a
Like
mask?
I
Actually,
don't
no.
no,
Actually,
he
no one
didn't wear a
knows.
mask. He
No
was
one ever saw him, right?
well, I don't think a guy in the 1800s or whatever had like the idea to wear a mask at night. Like he's just a dude who walked around at night, and he didn't
Hmm.
even kill that many people. He just killed some like random people on the street and then disappeared.
I thought, huh? That dude's fucking
No, I mean
crazy.
the whole thing of he wore a mask or whatever, that's just like hyping him up for some reason. Like people think I don't know where this whole concept came from of Jack the Ripper is this crazy, like badass killer. It's like, no, he was just some random dude, killed some people, like only a handful, like less than 5 people, and then stopped. Like
Yeah.
he stopped when he was ahead, and that's it, you know.
Like all of these like pictures of like these depictions of Jack the Ripper that I'm looking at, he's wearing like basically like the I can't see shit out this thing from Django Unchained like mask with like a top hat on.
I don't know. Maybe. Um, what could possibly scare you? What the fuck scares you? A clown? You're more scared of like a clown coming to kill you than
What
a
scares
man?
me? I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't say it really scares me, but something I'm completely disgusted and like horrified by is like really gory shit. Like gory shit fucking bothers me.
Well, I don't care about that. I'm trying to make you terrified.
Huh, what scares me? Probably like the idea of like people that I care about getting hurt. That's
Meh. Lame. There's a fly around here. That's lame.
hmm.
I just don't get it. I don't. You think you're so big and strong you can handle some
No, I mean like
random
dude, when I
guy who's
got
gonna come up and stab you?
like the only like really scary thing part of when I got robbed last year was the fact that like my girlfriend was a part of it and I thought that she was like getting kidnapped or something. Like that was the scary part. It had to do with her. Like if she wasn't there, I probably would have been pissed, but I wouldn't have been scared.
So you need a horror movie where the main character is a badass, but he has to protect less badass people. He has to basically what we need is a horror movie for you where the main character is badass and extremely competent,
Yeah,
but he
but
has
the
to
main
take care of
character
weak
and the
people.
other characters have to be written in such a way. They need to be well written to the point where I fucking care about them. Because if I don't care about them, then it won't bother me. Like they have to be written in a way that makes me care
Hmm.
about them.
I don't know. My top horror movies: Halloween, the Scream series, very good. Not really scary though at all. Oculus is an extremely good horror movie, which is one you probably like because the characters are very smart in that movie, and
Oh,
it's kind of a
wow.
mind fuck.
Yeah.
Um,
For the most part, when I watch horror movies, it's literally just like, okay, let's watch these people be fucking idiots.
yeah,
So, yeah, I mean, a horror movie, like a good horror movie with like smart characters would probably be pretty cool. Oculus, like
yeah, it's pretty
MetaQuest.
good.
Okay. I will. I might give that a try. I'll watch a trailer or something for it.
Get Out's really good, I guess.
I
It's
want to
more
watch that.
scary. It's more scary if you're a black man. It's more scary if you're a black man in America. Nope, not scary, but I guess kinda. You know,
I want to watch
it's
that
good.
too.
It's really good.
It's about like farmers and aliens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and uh, I mean, I'm trying to think of like older ones that I like a lot. Your Next is an extremely good slasher movie. Um,
Hmm.
I can't really spoil anything about that. Let me think. Jeepers Creepers is really good because it's like it. Oh, I don't even know how to describe that. It's like that's like the most modern day monster movie. That's like really good. Like imagine like the creature from the Black Lagoon or some shit like that, but like good and like kind of like a slasher. Like it's so good. Jeepers
Damn.
Creepers is fucking phenomenal. But recently, newer movies that came out, Barbarian, that was really good. Um, Smile, that wasn't that good. It was okay. Um, yeah, I mean, I could go on all day. Horror movies are great. They're amazing.
I do like
Um,
suspenseful shit. Like that this isn't a horror movie by any means, but very suspenseful movie was 1917. That was a great fucking
oh,
movie.
I was so
Very
scared.
suspenseful. I like suspense. Alien, Ridley Scott's first Alien movie
I've
was
never even
fucking
seen that.
it's a great movie. It's definitely a horror movie. It's very good. It's like you never really even see the alien. Like you just know it's there and it's like fucking shit up. And that's like the really creepy part of it of is there's this fucking alien that's just in the ship that you barely see. You see like shadows and like you see it move past shit and stuff and it's just killing people and it's just watching you and it's way smarter than you and way stronger than you and it's just there and you never fucking see it. Like that was really cool. Like think of like a panther on PCP.
Bruh.
Like,
I
Like
need to try some PCP right now.
that just wants to fucking like murder everything, but it's very meticulous and like very careful about it. Like that was a cool fucking movie.
How about horror games?
Horror games. Alien Isolation was a really good horror game.
I couldn't even get. There was a part in that game that I got stuck on, and I was like, I can't play this anymore. Like I got stuck.
Game was very creepy because
I literally had no idea how to progress because I was stuck.
you just hear like an alien crawling around the vents around you. That was very creepy. It's a
I
very
got
creepy game.
stuck, man. Like
Oh,
there's a part where like it was like it started to turn into like a fucking Arkham Asylum game where you're just fucking stealthing around and taking down people or something, but you also deal with like an alien in the background. Like, bruh, I can't do that.
why not?
It's like, what the hell is this?
Some
Literally, the last part I played, it dropped me into a room where there's like five dudes walking around with guns or something, and I'm supposed to like, what, stealth take down all these guys while there's an alien in that very room also killing people or something. It's like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? That shit was retarded.
I don't know.
That's all I know. Resident Evil games are the best fucking horror games ever. Resident Evil 2,
I
Resident Evil
thought only
7,
like
Resident Evil
Resident
8.
Evil, like yeah, 7 and 8 were the actual like horror ones.
No, man, they're all horror games. They're not all horror games, but the originals were
I
Resident Evil
thought,
2
yeah, they're
and
they're like mostly like survival like thriller games.
no, not until like when Resident Evil 4 came out, like 3 and 4, that's when it started becoming more actiony and then became really shitty after that. But
Oh,
the originals like 1 and 2 and 7 and 8 and 4-ish and 3-ish, those are horror games.
you liked Resident Evil 7 so much because the character's name is Ethan.
Yeah,
You're like
it
Ethan.
was very immersive. It was
Yeah,
terrifying. But Resident Evil 2 is by far one of the best games I've ever played in my entire life. Like it's top 10 for sure. That game was phenomenal. And that game had like a Michael Myers where you'd have this big bulking guy who's invincible walking around the map looking for you, and you
yeah.
could hear his footsteps all over. That shit
I
was
tried
fucking
I
scary.
tried Resident Evil 2. That game was very hard. That game was like because like I'm so used to like, oh, I have gun, I shoot bad guy, and
Dumb.
that was not how that game is played. Like
Bruh.
obviously very clearly. So I'm like, I have 8 rounds and there's 20 zombies in front of me. What the fuck do I do? Like, sort of thing. So that game was pretty tough, like figuring out like what I'm supposed to do in this situation that won't just get me killed instantly. That was it was very cool, very interesting. Cool game.
This dude went on and on about how much he loved Ratchet and Clank and how so great it was, and that game has not impressed me so far at
Good game.
all.
Good game.
Dude literally said like this is what games should be. It's like,
Yep.
bruh, it's just a
It's
PS2
it
game.
is a video game. It's a
It's
video
it's
game.
literally just a kid's game. Like there's nothing.
No, it's for grown-ups. No.
This dude overhyped the
Grown-ups can like
fuck
it
out of that
too.
game, bruh. That was
Cool
crazy.
game. Very good game. Very fun
I
game.
wouldn't say it's
That's my
that
favorite horror
fun at
game. That
all.
game scared the fuck out of me. Very good horror game.
um,
Outlast was pretty spooky.
I don't really care for those games anymore, bruh. Those are old.
Yeah.
Like I'm over the
I'm
whole thing where it's
about to.
like there's some people that are like you have to like hide and go seek. You have to hide in this closet so he doesn't get you.
Isn't that what Resident Evil 8 is?
No, because you have a gun.
Oh.
You have multiple weapons.
Um.
That's what's amazing about Resident Evil is because you get to fight back.
I'm about to play Soma, which
Oh,
is also like another old game, but it was made by the same people that made Amnesia, same company and
I
everything.
like see. I don't
So
really care for it. I don't care for like after I played Resident Evil, I know that like any of these games that don't let you fight back is kind of trash because that's the whole point. That's what makes it scary. The fact that you have a means to fight back, but you have to like make sure like because it basically gives you like a sense of accomplishment when you manage to like escape this insanely deadly situation because you like had just enough bullets or just enough wits, just enough health items to get you through.
yeah,
Whereas with those types of games, you just like jump scare, and you run and go hide, and that's it. There's no like combat and horror are great mix because
yeah,
that
I
makes it more
agree.
scary.
Isn't that what like Metro is? Is the Metro games?
I
Aren't they
wouldn't say
like
those are
that?
horror games at all
Oh, I don't know. I've never played them.
in the world.
Um,
You are in Mother Russia. Mother Russia is scary to Americans.
dude, my favorite horror game is Gears of War. That's spooky, dude.
My favorite horror
Fucking
game is Call of
aliens.
Duty because you get PTSD.
Yeah, Call of Duty gave me PTSD.
I do have a question though,
Okay,
in line with the spookiness, I
I bet you this
suppose.
is going to be a very good question.
Um, what do you think about cannibalism? How much money would someone have to pay you to eat human flesh?
How much do I have to eat, and do I have to kill them? Like, do I have to do all
No,
of
it's
it?
just it's cooked up for you.
So, like, someone just gives me like a plate with like mashed potatoes and broccoli, and it looks like a steak, and it's just like, here you
Yeah,
go. Uh,
it's
how
human
much
meat.
money? But I know that it's human flesh.
Yeah,
I'd have to eat the whole thing.
yeah.
Um, I don't know. Probably like quite a bit of fucking money. Like, holy shit, fucking.
I would do it for like $5,000.
I would do it for like 10. I was gonna say like 10 grand. Like,
I wouldn't even do it. I mean, 5,000. Like it's really not that. It's
I
not
w-
that. It's not that like disturbing to me at all.
it's very disturbing
It's
to me.
just meat, you
Like
know.
bodily like functions and like anything like if I get like a hair in my food that's someone else's that I don't realize and it's in my mouth, like I will want to
Bruh,
puke. Like I can't.
it's
I don't
just
like
meat.
shit
Just
like that.
like just like a cow, just like a chicken.
Yeah, and like cow, like steak and fucking like chicken stuff sometimes grosses me out too every so
Bruh,
often. Like I'll just see something, I'm like,
become a vegetarian
that's
then.
that is a this is a living like this was a creature that was alive and is kind
Oh
of
my
gross.
god.
So like
I thought you were more of an
a
alpha, Chad.
when I eat like a steak, I like yeah, I'm not thinking about it. I'm looking at it like steak, that's food. But like other
When I
parts
see your
like
picture on our YouTube thumbnails or whatever, I see an alpha Chad. But what I'm seeing right now is not an alpha Chad.
I don't know, I think it ties into the same reason why I hate fucking gore so much. Like just other people's like if it's my own, that's fine. Like if I had to eat my own arm, I'd charge you a lot more. But like I would be way better off. Easy, it would be way easier for me to eat that than someone else's.
I would say like $5,000. That'd be perfectly fine
Yes.
with. Although there is the fear that um I don't know if it's mad cow disease or
Yes,
something
mad cow
where if you
disease.
eat the same thing like you eat a human flesh like you might go
Yes.
crazy,
Yeah, it's
which that's
mad
kind
cow
of
disease,
weird.
which actually came from cows eating beef, farmers feeding their cows beef, and it made them go crazy.
That is crazy. Yeah, that's a weird concept.
Yeah, it is, but it's a real thing.
But we don't know for sure if it's gonna happen to people. That's the thing.
But that's why I'm like, I would have to charge a lot, and also why I asked, do I have to eat the whole thing? Because it's like maybe one little bite, like because then I'm pretty sure I won't go crazy from it, but I don't know how much I would have to eat to go fucking crazy.
Okay, how about this? Let's say you're on a stranded island with another person and then you guys run out of food. How long would it take you to kill that dude and eat him?
I would probably already be crazy enough by the time that fucking happens. So, like, just living on a fucking island with some other dude that,
Let's say you're on an island for a week and you eat off of fruits and various stuff. Maybe there was like one animal, there's a couple squirrels or something. I don't know, something on the island that you ate. But now it you've been on there for one whole week. And since your last meal, how long do you think it would take to be like, I gotta kill you and eat you?
I, uh, I would have to try to figure out a way to like fish or, like look for more fruit or whatever. Like, I would 100% do that before killing and eating the
Well,
other
yeah, but
person that's helping
all
me
your other
survive.
efforts fail.
Okay, then like of me just starving. Like how long do I have
Yeah.
to starve before I do it?
How long can you go without eating? I guess it's about 2 weeks, right?
You can go. It's about 3 weeks without eating, and it's about like 3 days without drinking water.
Oh,
So yeah,
I guess the full time. I guess I'll try to go the
no,
full
I would
time.
probably take me probably like 2 weeks before I like finally decide. Yeah, I'm gonna do that
Yeah, I
because
guess.
I could feel myself getting weaker too, like after not eating. So it's like I need to have strength to fucking kill this guy. I'm not gonna wait much longer.
He might kill me.
Yeah, like this could be a fight to the death. What if I miss his jugular when I slice his throat or something? You know, like I would overthink it so much because it's like so wrong to me that I would super overthink it. But yeah, so I would have to be. It's why it would probably be like 2 weeks and not the whole 3 weeks.
I would say so. I mean, I guess. I don't know. Probably like 2 weeks ish. I don't know. I don't know how if I've never. I don't know if I could last that long. To be honest, I don't know if I could last 2 weeks. To be honest, that's a long time to not eat.
Eh,
That's a long time.
yeah, I mean,
I probably would only last a few days. I probably
but
last.
like after a few days, your body kind of learns to adapt to it, and you won't feel as hungry anymore. Like your body will adapt to the point where you're able to continue like just having tiny little snacks like whenever you can get one. But you won't feel like super hungry. Like your
Hmm.
body goes into like survival mode.
Yeah, that makes sense. Um. Okay. How about this? Do you believe in fate? Do you think things happen for a reason? The answer is no. I already
Okay, you just
answered it for you.
answered for me
Yeah.
because I actually have like a idea of this. Like I actually have my own thought process behind it, all of
Okay.
this. I think that our like all of our actions will eventually lead to something like they all do. And so I believe that whatever timeline or whatever of me that I'm on right now has a specific destination that like no matter what I do, like will all lead up to that ending, you know? So like I don't think things happen for a reason, but I do think that we are on a set path. Like I'm on
Yeah.
like like how I'm going to die is already like decided. Like
Um.
it's set in stone.
Yeah. Um. It's the more you start thinking about um like especially if you grew up religious, you grow up religious thinking that you have some kind of sense of free will. But the more you start to think of like the concepts of multiverse theory and the concept of uh your subconscious, like basically a lot of your actions are not really your free will because you do things that are based off of like how you grew up, based off of like your instincts, based off of like stuff like that. You make a lot of your daily choices in life based off of purely off of like animalistic sort of things, you know? Um, so it's hard to kind of think of free will anymore. It kind of sucks when you think about it because, like, when you think about okay, multiverse, there's an infinite number of actions I'll have in my life that will direct me towards an infinite number of diverging paths and endings. Um, but I guess I'm restricted to this one. That's kind of this timeline. Um, but what I think is that, yeah, I guess it probably would be kind of set in place in a sense.
Yeah.
But I think that I feel like there's fate is something that's a real sort of energy in the world because it feels like every tiny thing that can happen affects other things for a reason. So, um, like let's say I go to work and I'm sick, with like a cough, but I don't know it yet. I have like COVID, but I don't know it yet. And so I go to work with just a mild cough, and I think it's okay. That one action might get someone else sick. It cause them to die, and then their death has an effect on someone else's life, and it changes that person's life for specific reasons. Like so, like tiny certain things can affect anyone's life that you're interacting with in certain ways. Like you turning around and rolling your eyes back and being like, "Hail Satan!" Could
Yeah.
have like that action could have put him down a certain path for the rest of his life.
He's probably a
Uh,
priest now.
yeah, maybe it could have turned him into a priest, and maybe him becoming a priest could like make his message speak to the right kid who needs to hear this certain thing, and then that changes that kid's life. So I feel like it's like a web. Like if every single thing you do, it's like a web of tiny little changes that can change someone's life. Like it's like the world we live in is very sad, where it's not fair. People die, like a child can die, and something like that. But like I feel like in the sense of like the reason why some people are religious, they try to make sense of how horrible life is, the way I try to make sense of how horrible life is thinking that what if, like, so these bad things are meant to happen for good things to happen, basically. Like, let's say, like, someone's death happens, that will affect everyone who's involved with that person, right? And so maybe
Yeah.
that's supposed to happen so that something better can happen from it, basically. Like, I try not to think of like, okay, people die for no reason, people get murdered for no reason, these things happen for no reason. Maybe they happen so that those change, like, it can spark something in the people and affect them in certain ways so that things can go a certain way. If that makes any sense.
It does. I don't think that's really fate though.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like let's say um because when you think about it, it's sure it could be put down to coincidence, but let's say you meet the love of your life and get married and have your kid, and he's going to grow up to do great things, make some great art, or become a great political figure, something like that. He'll do something to better the world. In order for you to have met the love of your life, your parents first had to fucking meet. They fucked,
Yeah.
had the right circumstances for everything to go in both of your individual lives to where you met at the right time for everything to work. And then you had to make this kid and make his life go a certain way. So it's like there's so many different factors in every single person's life. Like me meeting you at the time that we did, there's so many factors that had to play into those things coming about. Because there was a chance that I didn't even go to the same high school as you. I was thinking about going to a different high school. So there's so many different variables in
Dude, it
everyday
like
life that
I
forms
was
people
literally
coming
born
together.
and raised in fucking Pennsylvania. And like my mom moved my family to Texas fucking when I was like 10. So, yeah, like I could have very easily like if my mom didn't decide to be a nurse and decided to be something else and never had to move to Texas, then I could have just had my entire life up there and completely
Yeah,
different.
like there's so many things in everyday life that there's tons of different variables that had to go a certain specific way for for it to go like for that to happen. And it's not even just like places and things, it's personalities, experiences, like what makes a person a person. Like literally in order for you to find the love of your life and make a baby, um your both of your personalities have to be molded and crafted through your childhood and life experiences to make you two compatible, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
and,
that's
and even
true.
for in terms of like some people who don't even know each other hooking up, it's though like that's still something that things just kind of spiraled into a sense of this happened a certain way, like things had to come together a certain way, and then just a stupid fling hookup made new life that, and you never know what could like transpire from that kid's life. So I don't know. I feel like it is definitely wishful thinking. It's a type of religious sort of sense of like trying to make light out of things that are bad in the world. But I mean, there's so much like, like there's so much craziness in the world where it's like, damn, this happened and then that happened from that. And it's like it kind of feels like, damn, what if these things are all meant to happen a certain way so that certain things can go about from them?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know.
I
Like if
think it was
anything, I mean,
very unrealistic for America to win the Revolutionary War, but we did. You know, it's very
yeah.
unrealistic for that to have happened. I would have never like if I was alive back then, like, nah, we won't fucking win this. Like, Britain, England had the fucking strongest military in the world, and we were just like dudes with sticks, with like muskets that we stole. You know,
Yeah.
so
And
yeah,
like for me, my ultimate path that I want to go down in life is to just be a successful artist and author. And that's just for me. I have no particular like sense of I'm doing this for other people. It's just for me to spread my stories. But maybe aside from the legacy I leave behind in my art or my future children or whatever, what if some kid 10, 20 years from now reads my stories and feels some sort of inspiration the same way that I read Stan Lee's stories and felt some sort of inspiration from it. It's that type of thing where um, you have no idea how much some tiny thing you do or what your actions in your life, how could it affect people that you'll never meet type deal,
Yeah.
and change things. So it's kind of crazy how that works out. And it's also that's an interesting story about how during the Cold War, like they were like
Yeah.
super close to nuking each other,
Yep.
and
Very
the
close.
people who had the fucking fingers on the button, they just couldn't do it.
Yeah, they were supposed to, and one of them just said, "No, nope."
Basically, the entire world was just centimeters away from complete annihilation back in the
Yep.
fucking 60s.
So it was a submarine that was in between Florida and Cuba, and Cuba was a very big like threat in the Cold War because they had nuclear weapons and they were on the side of communism. So we had a submarine just miles underwater in between Florida and Cuba, basically like monitoring. And we were just waiting. Okay, if war breaks out, we need to send off the nukes first. So there was three people in that submarine that had it was their job. All three of them had to unanimously agree to press this button to send off the nuke. And they all were supposed to say yes if war broke out above them. There was I think it was an American ship above them, just testing bombs, literally like throwing bombs in the water and blowing them up, which made them think war broke out, like we are at war. So these three guys, actually, one of them wasn't even supposed to be there. It was like he like was a replacement for that one guy. For some reason he wasn't there, but this other dude was, and the two guys that were supposed to be there both said yes, we are sending off the nuke, and the third guy that wasn't said no. So that
Yeah, it's great.
if he said yes, then the world would have ended in the 60s
It's fucking
or
great. Like shit,
80s or
like
something.
that one thing is like what kind of does it for me because yeah, like it's crazy how these things work out. I mean, I don't know,
It's pretty
but it could
fucking
also could
crazy.
just come down to just cosmic coincidence. The
Yep.
fact that that didn't happen. But
I think a lot of like uh, 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 yeah, like that was like one of the biggest examples and one of the most terrifying examples, but I can't think of any more examples, but I'm pretty sure a lot of like human civilization and evolution came from cosmic coincidences. I think it's not that uncommon for that to happen.
yeah, I guess. I suppose. Now, an even bigger, deeper question is: have you ever
Oh,
been
great.
caught beating your meat?
No,
Never.
no.
Okay. How about caught like right after or right before or like caught with like while you were doing it but you managed to hide it?
Um, I don't think so. No.
Damn.
Oh, one time when I was like 14, I was beating my meat in the shower.
Bruh.
Uh, I was like laying down on the fucking in the bathtub,
Bruh.
like just beating it, and my sister walked in and like could see like between the curtain, like the curtain was cracked. She could see like my face and like my shoulder moving. I was like, "Jake's jacking off," and I was like,
Bruh.
"Fuck off!" Like, dumb bitch. And then like she told my mom, and my mom was like, "I mean, yeah, I don't care. It's natural." Like,
That's crazy, bruh.
yeah.
Um, I don't think. No, I've never been caught. But one time I was getting ready, I think. I was just like looking up it was like probably like 15 or something, 16. And I was looking up like Kim Kardashian or some shit, like
Oh,
big,
like when she like posted those fucking nudes.
I was like big
Yeah.
booty. And then like I was getting ready, like I had all these tabs open, and then like my dad knocked on the door to talk to me about something, and I like switched back to like YouTube. And then so he was standing there talking to me, and I could tell he was like looking at the computer or something while he was talking to me, and then he left. And then I looked at my computer, and then I could see all the tabs right next to YouTube that said like Kim Kardashian fat ass, like type shit, like all this shit on my computer is like, bruh, you knew what I
Dude,
was doing.
basically like the whole like the thing that kids do or yeah, when you're not supposed to be watching porn and they like go to minimize tabs like as fast as possible. Um, Tyler talked about on his show. He had the coolest fucking like watch porn setup of all time, where he would watch porn in his office at work. Like
Wow.
he'd jack off at work every so often because he had a lot of downtime. And he said that he could have whatever he wanted up on his computer, but he had a macro where he would press one key and it would close everything and open a Word and an Excel document on his computer instantly. Oh, like, that's so fucking,
Wow.
that's badass,
Jacking
dude.
off at work, that's wild, bruh.
Yeah, I've
What an
never done it.
insane man.
I mean, like he's just his office, like he's in there by himself,
I
like
guess.
for 8 hours a day. So
Uh, I guess. I don't know. I don't know about all that. Bro, I remember one time, one time it's just like when I was still a noob, I was a novice. So I like beat my meat and then I beat it into a like napkin or whatever. And for some reason, I thought it was an intelligent idea to put the napkin in the trash can in my room. And so my room smelled like cum, bro. And my mom was like, "Your room smells like shit." And I was like, "Yeah, I probably should have thought about that." That's not after that. I always flush it down the toilet. So that was a lesson learned. I don't know why I thought that was a good idea. Just put it in the trash can. That's kind of bizarre why I did that. But yeah, I have never really been caught, I don't think. But I'm always like ready. I'm kind of
yeah,
scared for that to, like, I'm traumatized because like parents used to like just walk in the door or some shit. Like they used to just come in the room. Like they just did that for some reason. I don't know where they got that idea to just barge into your like teenager's room.
I know.
Doesn't make sense. It's like, bro, you know there's gonna be some shit in here, bruh. So,
What do you fucking expect from your 14-year-old son?
oh, you
Like,
know what I think did happen one time though? When I was younger, like 14, my dad used to like, cause my dog, so like my dad would go to work, and then my dog would want to like sleep with me.
and then you'd get really horny.
It'd be like he went to work at like 7 a.m., so I'd still be dead asleep. And like, so and he stopped doing it at some point, and I know why. He stopped doing it because one, he probably saw my fucking morning wood like more often than he should have. And then two, I remember one time. I remember one time I jacked off late at night and it was so good I just passed out. I passed out fully naked in my bed. Fully naked, just with my cock out. And on that day in particular, on that I don't know. My memory does not come back to me either. I think I woke up with a blanket on me or I woke up and I was thinking, I was like, oh shit. I was like, oh shit. So at some point, my father probably saw me for who I really am. And
Yeah, like he
my
he was
father
like,
saw what he
"It's all
shouldn't have
right. I
seen.
used to change your diapers." Like, shut the fuck up, Dad.
My father saw me for my entirety at some point, and he's probably scarred from that.
He was like, "That's my boy.
Probably saw
Look
me
at
flaccid
him.
and small.
Damn.
If
Come here, boy."
I had that body, I'd be working out so much.
Yeah. I look sexy as fuck.
Son, you're sexy as fuck.
Yeah.
Hey, you should join the swim team. You got a sexy bod. I need to see you in some tight underwear, boy.
Come on, son. I need to give you your weekly sponge bath.
Yeah. But you did mention earlier that you've had some creepy stuff happen in your place.
Um, well, I don't know about like it's not super like I have upstairs neighbors, so like there's creaking sounds, and sometimes like I don't know. I guess there might be like fucking I don't know like bugs or like rats like outside because I hear like weird snickering and like taps on like the walls. It's weird. I mean, like I've never
Mm.
seen like I've seen maybe a roach in my apartment like once, so that's very strange.
The only explanation is a ghost.
No way. How?
Yes. If
No,
you hear a
I
noise,
literally just
it
gave you
is
an
an apparition.
explanation.
No,
That makes no sense.
if there is a noise in your home, it is an apparition from beyond the grave trying to
Whatever the
speak to
fuck you
you.
say, bro.
I
Okay.
honestly, you know what we should do? We should film the next episode of the podcast in your home and be like, are there ghosts
What?
Among Us. If there's any
Why?
sounds, we
What?
investigate. We investigate these sounds and
How
prove to you that ghosts are fucking real.
how the fuck do you like plan on doing that? Like, I don't have a setup here. What?
We can set something up. I know people. I know people.
Okay.
We can set something up.
Why? That just sounds like a terrible fucking episode.
No, it could work. Okay, you have spooky happenings in your home,
Okay, they're not
and
spooky though.
hearing noises, random noises, is spooky.
No, it's not. Like I literally just explained what it could possibly
Do
be.
your lights flicker? Do you see strange shadows? I thought so. It's
No,
obviously
neither of those things.
yeah. Okay. Well, we'll figure this out. We'll figure this out
Yesterday,
off
my
air.
dude, yesterday my laundry magically did itself. Like it floated away, and the
Whoa.
washing machine turned on, and then like dried, and then it all folded and got put away. And I was like, oh shit. I didn't see it, and my girlfriend was like looking for validation that day. It seemed like, and I didn't know why. So I don't know. I still don't know why the fuck she was looking for validation, but like my clothes magically done had to be ghosts.
Hmm. Clothes also, or the ghost also did your dishes and shit too,
Yeah, they've done that a few
and made you a
times.
sandwich.
Yeah, that's fucking dope. When I'm like just having like I'm just gaming, and then this sandwich shows up right next to me. Like she's at work, girl's at work, dude. Sandwich just shows up next to me.
Okay, we have to investigate
No,
this.
dude, that was probably my cat. Honestly, my
Oh,
cat loves me. Made a sandwich
oh.
for me.
Well, regardless, next episode of the podcast, it's gonna be on YouTube. It's gonna be a video. We're doing it
Fucking
live. We're doing it in person, and we're gonna investigate Jake's haunted apartment. Like you're getting ghost
why?
sandwiches. You're getting ghost
Why?
sandwiches. Like that's
No, that's a
insane.
joke.
It's
What
not a
the
joke.
fuck,
I'm not
dude?
taking this as a
I'm
joke.
literally. Okay, you don't. Oh, I'm not
You
taking
think
this as a joke.
you think you're so
Oh,
I live in the
shut the
real
fuck
world.
up.
I live in the real world. I live in society. Like, no. You're just trying to avoid what's really happening in your house. There's an
No,
entity in your house.
no, there's
Okay.
not.
This is a announcement to all the Zero Percent Podcast fans. Next episode will be on YouTube as an investigation of Jake's home. We're gonna
No,
be
you know
investigating
what?
Jake's home for a haunting.
Okay, I literally have like nothing else to do tonight, so why don't you fucking come over tonight? Bring Brian and Riley. Come over tonight. Actually,
All
let's like
right.
go to the bar and we'll fucking talk about it, have a good time there, and then come home and have a good fucking
Tonight,
episode.
Jake, basically get excited because tonight we're basically going to have Jake get revealed to him that other things in this universe exist, and he will no longer be an atheist, and he'll have to get down on his knees and kiss my ass and say, Ethan, you were right about everything.
Okay.
So that's what's up.
So we're going to the bar?
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 But before that, we have a special guest, Count Dracula, coming in the studio. What's up?
Count-Chocula?
It's me, I'm Count Dracula, and I suck your cock. I come from Pennsylvania.
What's up,
Make a
dude?
spicy
You cover
pizza pie.
Pennsylvania?
I make a spicy pizza pie.
You make like Philly cheesesteaks and stuff?
No, I make a pizza pie. The Aki way.
Okay. Hell yeah.
I want to suck your cock.
You coming over tonight too?
Yes.
That sounds like a fucking plan, dude.
I'm hungry for the
Fucking
cock.
Pizza, fucking beer, fucking cocksuck, hanging out with the boys?
This guy's fucking weird.
Why? What's weird about him? I like him. This is the first guest he brought on that I fucking like.
I am a bat man. I fly around and I turn into a bat. And I cannot be in the daytime because it hurts my flesh.
Shut the fuck up. It's
This
night.
is disgusting.
It's night.
All right, we have another special guest. It's Jason Voorhees.
Oh, cool. Is this not gonna...
Oh, he doesn't know how to operate a microphone. He's mentally handicapped.
Yeah.
We can't say retard. Oh, okay. I just made him angry. I just made him angry. Kicked him off the show. Oh, we also have another guest, an actual live ghost. Hello. How are you here from beyond the grave? I'm a ghost. Yes, I know. How are you doing this?
You don't say.
I'm dead.
Cool.
Dang. See, I have good guests. I just had Dracula, Jason, and a ghost.
Dracula was the only good one. Dude, Mr. Ghost Boy, like, That's clearly makeup.
Yeah,
Fuck off. Like he's literally just
I'm a
wearing like a sheet with like holes
ghost.
poked in it.
I'm a spooky
Okay, take the sheet off, dude.
ghost. No, it's not a sheet. He just
It's
looks like
literally a
that.
sheet.
Why do you talk like that,
He's-
ghost? Because I'm speaking to you and I'm dead. Why do you sound like you have like Tourette's or something?
yeah. I,
I I don't know. I don't make the rules,
do you get
retard.
Tourette's when you fucking die and become a ghost?
I guess so. Don't
Fuck
shoot the
off.
messenger.
Fucking, if you're real, then possess Ethan right now.
Mm, okay, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling a little different right now.
Okay.
Um,
Explain it.
smells like cum.
Okay.
I feel a craving for like a chili dog.
Oh,
I typically don't eat those, so that's new.
it's probably what that other guy, like his favorite food was.
I have a bizarre feeling of looking at like underage. Okay, get out of me. Get out of me, ghost. Oh, that was just, okay. Now I know why he died. Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
what? Why? What happened?
Apparently he got like gunned down for being for going to. I can't go into detail about that on this show.
Okay.
Can't go into detail about it. Let's get this freak out of here. What else do
Yeah.
we have? Oh, we have the Wolf Man. What's up, Wolf Man? Full moon out tonight. What's up? How does it feel to be turned into a wolf?
Shut.
Do you
Oh my
do
god,
you
this
still
is terrible.
do you speak English? Can you still speak English? Brr.
This is really bad. This
He's
is
literally
so
just
bad.
he's literally just like a dog. I don't even know if this is a real wolf. I think he's just a dog. This is actually my dog. This is my dog. Get out of here. What in the world? Okay, what else do we
Alright.
have on the list? We have the creature from the Black Lagoon.
Okay.
He's here. Hey, what's up?
Yeah. What's up, dude?
So you live in a lagoon. Yeah.
What do you
That's
do
all.
there? Like, what's for fun?
I swim around and I like scare people who come to my lagoon.
Do you kill him?
No, I just like scare them.
Oh, okay.
But
Is
that's
that
it.
like what does that do for you?
I'm bored.
Oh, it's entertaining. Do you
Yeah.
like? Is there any like sexual part? Like, is it like a fetish?
I
Like,
tried to have sex with a girl one time and she like screamed in terror and said I look like
Oh.
a disgusting fish person.
Well, that's
And that's
not
true.
cool, man. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry.
Well,
that
it
you
is
had to deal
true.
with that. Yeah,
It
like
is true.
bitches are fucking retarded too, though. So, like you'll
I just
find
like to
someone, dude.
go
There's
swimming.
plenty of fish in the sea. Ha ha ha.
Fuck you, man.
Uh,
Okay. You can leave now. I have a big list of people here. Let's see. Who else do we
yeah.
have? We have Satan himself. Hey, what's up?
Yo.
We have a Lucifer, the fallen angel. What's it like? What's your relationship with God now? Dude's a fucking dick. Like, I just told him his management style wasn't very good, and he just fucking sent me to hell. Like, what a
Wow.
fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
I was just
kind of a
saying,
juicy
like,
mood.
I was literally just saying, like, dude, like, you could do things differently. And he just got all pissy, and we had a big argument, and he fucking banished me to the fucking underworld. So,
That's retarded.
and then we get no
Why?
AC down here, dude.
Yeah, dude. Like,
It's hot as fuck in here.
I can't stand anything over 69, dude. So I get it.
I did get fucking jacked, though. I mean, I've been working out.
Okay.
I am fucking jacked.
So you like just doing like push-ups down there all the time or something?
Yeah. And I do get to, like, the fun. Like, my job is pretty fun. Like, I do
So,
like
like-
tormenting people.
So like what are your favorite no, we're gonna get into workout talk. What are your favorite like macros?
I just do, like a lot of push ups and sit ups and.
Okay, what's your favorite
pull-ups
kind of
and-
like protein? Like do you like do shakes or do you like just eat meat?
I just
or-
I just like drink lava and
I
and
wouldn't
eat
I
people
had no idea
like
that like
human
lava had
beings.
Oh, okay. Do you eat
Like
like their
humans have a
soul,
lot of
or-
protein.
Okay.
No, I don't eat their soul. It's kind of nasty.
Do you have a spotter, dude? You wanna like go to the gym?
Yeah, I have the four horsemen of the apocalypse. They're my gym
Oh,
bros.
okay. Yeah, actually that's pretty dope actually.
We're kind of planning on invading the planet Earth and overthrowing God again. I don't know. He's kind of buff too. I don't know if I can take him, to be honest with you, but
Yeah, but
you know,
he's
we're
also a fucking bitch.
I mean, God maybe we could handle, maybe. but then you had to go and make a son. So there's 2 of them. So I don't know.
So you haven't have you not invaded the world yet because you're scared of the amount of guns in America?
No, I'm not
America
scared of the
scares
guns.
you. America
I'm scared of all
you out
all
of
the crazy Christians, though.
taking the earth back.
No, I'm scared of all the crazy Christians, though. Those guys are wackos.
They all have guns, except for the Pope. He's lame. He's also pretty cool.
No, guns can't do anything to me, but holy water and shit can.
So water guns.
Yeah, water guns are scary.
Yep. So I don't have a single water gun. So why don't you come hang out at my place? We'll set up a
Jake, you should not be inviting
what
the devil himself to your.
He seems like a cool guy, dude. We're just having a fucking conversation,
haunted.
dude. Calm the fuck down. Let me just
haunted.
hang out with some dude. I just made a new friend, and
yeah, chill, bro. Chill, bro. Yeah, sure. I'd love to hang out sometime, man.
Yeah,
seem like a chill guy.
Yeah, I'll set up a whole HQ in my apartment, with a cork board and all the strings and stuff.
You're a pretty chill guy. I can't wait to. We're gonna get to hang out a lot in about 67 years from now.
Oh, okay. Hell yeah.
So it's gonna be pretty cool. You seem pretty chill.
Yeah.
You're due in about 67 years and 5 months and 4 days, 36 minutes and 10 seconds. Oh, 9 seconds. 8 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah.
67 is a pretty long number. It's a pretty long time, so I'm good with that.
Well, I could cut that down a little bit too.
You don't have to.
Okay, I mean that's cool too.
Yeah. I'm so good to meet you, Satan. But we gotta end this recording, man. We're over.
Okay.
30,
Well, Ethan, I'll be seeing you in about 5 months.
Ethan and Jake, 0% podcast. Some scary ass dudes.
Come here.
Save yourself, player!